So is the GoPro Hero 13 really that bad? And is the DJI Action 6 really that good? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to put the GoPro Hero 13 head to head against the DJI Action 6 and find out which one really does give us the best video quality. Let's get straight into it. So that's exactly right, we got the GoPro Hero 13 versus the DJI Action 6 and we're going to be putting them head to head to find out which one really does give us the best image quality. We'll be putting both cameras through different lighting conditions to truly find out which gives us the best quality. Now, whilst we will be giving you our opinion on which one we feel is best, it's important that you watch all the clips and make up your own mind. Now, both cameras have been set up to record in 4K 25 frames per second, and all the camera settings are set to auto. Now it's worth me pointing out that both of these action cameras can record at a higher resolution than 4K, with the GoPro Hero 13 being able to record at 5.7K and the DJI Action 6 being able to record at 8K. But to keep the test as fair as possible, we've set both of them to 4K resolution. As we progress through these clips, let us know any differences that you can spot and which camera you prefer. Now, is this pigeon going to move out my way? Come on pigeon, move, move. Nope, here's a London pigeon, he's not moving for anyone. And yes, we've made it to the beautiful Leicester Square here in London, and it's absolutely freezing due to it being winter here in the UK. And in a moment, one of these two cameras is going to have a little bit of a meltdown. See if you can spot it. So as you saw there, the GoPro Hero 13 stopped recording, and this was due to overheating. And what was strange about this was, it was absolutely freezing in London. It was roughly 8 degrees, that's 45 Fahrenheit, and it's the middle of winter, and still the GoPro overheated. Little did I know this was going to turn into a bigger issue, but we didn't let this stop us. We cooled down the camera, and then went on straight with our next test, which is the vlog style test. With more and more people using action cameras for vlogging, it's important that we do a vlog style test. We're looking how each camera handles skin tone and what happens when the subject is backlit. Again, let us know any differences that you can spot and which camera you prefer. And yep, even though it was freezing cold on this particular day, the sun was absolutely blinding. Anyway, let's see how each camera handles transitioning from natural light to artificial light. So as you saw there, once again the GoPro Hero 13 stopped recording, but this time it was terminal. There was a lot more issues going on with the Hero 13 than I first realised. It was going through a battery every 5 minutes, it kept restarting, the settings would keep changing, it would overheat when charging, and when you was recording it was getting so hot I seriously thought it was going to set on fire. Anyway, that's when I decided to stop the test and reach out to GoPro.
Hey GoPro, my Hero 13 is having a meltdown. Any chance of sending me out a new one?
Anyway, GoPro were really apologetic about the issues I had with this unit and sent out a replacement. So that means we can crack on with a test, and this time we're going to test out stabilization. Now, stabilization in action cameras has come a really long way, especially in the last couple of years. The stabilization on both of these cameras is absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, we're testing out the stabilization by going on a run, but I'm doing my best not to slip on my arse because the ground is covered in ice. Again, let us know which camera you think has a better stabilization in the comment section down below. Now, in low light environments, the stabilization in action cameras can really take a hit. So let us see how both of these action cameras perform in low light. And as you can see, the GoPro Hero 13's stabilization really does take a knock when it comes to low light environments. It's also worth noting that the DJI Action 6 has a special low light mode which is activated in this test. Unfortunately, the GoPro Hero 13 has no low light mode, and hence why the stabilization is pretty rough. Now, because you've made it this far into the video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below to help with the YouTube algorithm, and also hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. Right, we're on to the final comparison, and it's the low light test. So we've got to the last comparison, and this is the low light test, and once again we got the DJI Action 6 in that low light mode. And unfortunately, the GoPro Hero 13 doesn't have a low light mode. And this is where the DJI Action 6 really starts to pull away from the GoPro Hero 13, especially in them low light situations. I guess the question is, how important is a low light mode for you? Give us your answer in the comment section down below. Also note that even though we're only walking in this comparison test, the stabilization on the GoPro Hero 13 has also taken a knock. Right, let's see how both of these cameras perform in a vlogging style setup in low light. And the difference between these two cameras is really quite remarkable, with the Action 6 and that low light mode really pulling away from the GoPro Hero 13. Now, as I walk through this churchyard at 11 o'clock at night, if I look a little bit terrified, it's not because of the ghosts and ghouls. I'm more scared of the druggies and also the muggers. So there you have it, that's the GoPro Hero 13 versus the DJI Action 6. Now currently you can pick up a Hero 13 for £275 UK pounds, and the DJI Action 6 can be had for £325 UK pounds. Now, is the Action 6 really worth £50 more than the Hero 13? Well, yes. And is the Action 6 really that much better than the Hero 13? Yes.